The Lowcountry is known for its natural beauty, from scenic waterways to wide open green spaces. But protecting those special places takes ongoing effort. Right now, Lowcountry Land Trust is launching a major campaign aimed at preserving the landscapes that make this region so unique. Joining us now is President and CEO Matt Williams to tell us more about the It Can't Wait campaign and how the community can get involved. Matt, thank you so much for being here with us today.
Thank you for having me.
So for viewers who may not be familiar, what is the Lowcountry Land Trust and what do you do?
Lowcountry Land Trust has been around for 40 years and we're based here in Charleston, but we work in 17 coastal counties. We work with private landowners to protect their land with conservation easements. So these are willing transactions between a landowner and the land trust to secure a conservation easement. We also acquire land for public use. So think of the Francis Marion just to the north of Charleston. That would be an area where we would protect land and work with the U.S. Forest Service on transferring that land to public use. We also work with the Department of Natural Resources, state parks, county parks like Charleston County Parks, Dorchester County Parks, Berkeley County Parks. But we work all the way from Horry County all the way down to the Savannah River to protect places that are important to the Lowcountry.
Gotcha. Tell me a little bit about this campaign. What's its purpose?
So we embarked upon the It Can't Wait campaign to raise $8 million. And a primary component of this campaign is to support our Opportunity Fund. The Opportunity Fund is what we use to jumpstart our conservation projects. So this fund gives us the liquidity to go after projects quickly. Just like any other person in real estate, you know that you have a few days sometimes to make a decision whether or not you're going to embark upon a project. So we have to move quickly like everyone else. And this fund gives us the ability to do that.
Now, before we sat down here, we were kind of talking about this time limit. Could you explain that a little bit more?
Well, if you talk to different people, you'll get different opinions about the pace of development and how much that's going to impact the Lowcountry. I have lived here for most of my life. I grew up in Georgetown and have lived in the Charleston area or Charleston since 2013. I have seen incredible change since 2013. I have seen astronomical change since I was a kid and we would drive from the Santee Delta up to Charleston for going to the mall or going to a restaurant or something. So there is no denying that the growth is real. We're one of the most desirable places to live. Businesses know that they can attract talent to live here and to stay here. We're one of the fastest growing places in the country. So I believe we have about 10 years to get this right, to balance this growth, which we're not opposed to growth. We just want to see responsible growth.
Bouncing off that, how would we specifically do that?
So one of the best ways you can do that is by getting involved in conservation. And a great way to get involved in conservation at this point is to support the It Can't Wait campaign. We have raised to date about $7 million out of the $8 million that we would like to raise for the campaign. And so we're in our final stretch.
Yeah.
The heavy lifting has been done. We worked with a lot of longtime donors and some individuals and families to get to this point. And we're now hoping the public will step up and participate in this program.
How does it make you feel to see this land evolve? Well, I wouldn't even say evolve, but change so rapidly.
Well, as I mentioned earlier, I grew up on the Santee Delta, and that's still a place where you can go fishing and I can take my kids to the beach and I will see relatively few boats. I will see no bridges, very few houses. If you drive north or towards Georgetown, towards the beach, or if you drive south to Charleston, you start encountering more cars, right? So I think we can all see the pressure that we have. So it scares me to see that level of development pressure in Charleston and in the Tri-County region across the Lowcountry. This is an exciting time to be involved in conservation because a lot more people are waking up to the fact that this is changing. We need to do something to protect it.
Now, how many acres have you protected?
The Lowcountry Land Trust has protected over 165,000 acres in the course of our 40 years.
That's amazing.
That is amazing, and we can't do it by ourselves. We do it with partnerships, and we do it with our donors, supporters, and our volunteers, our trustees, and our great staff.
How can viewers support the campaign or get involved to help this?
Well, you can visit the lowcountrylandtrust.org to get more information about the campaign or about supporting our work. You can certainly make contributions through our website. Some people are at the stage in their life where they have accumulated wealth and they have maybe appreciated stock or IRAs, 401ks. We certainly accept all of those types of gifts. We also work with folks to develop planned gifts if they're interested in doing that, if they want to leave a lasting legacy of conservation and support our work now, but also for the future.
Thank you. And thank you so much for being here with us today, Matt.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. We'll be back right after this.